Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the best and worst products that I purchased in 2019. That's right, we're going to wrap up this year and talk about the good choices that I made and the bad choices that I made. We're going to do 10 of each. I'm going to talk briefly about each one. Today on my face, I used all of course, the best products that I used. So if you like this, that's great, because then maybe you'll like these products as well. So I'm going to go in, all right, let's see what kind of order we're going to do. We'll start with this. So actually, this is probably definitely my favorite product. And if you've been watching my channel at all, recently or from the beginning, first thing, thank you. But if you're just joining, this has definitely been a theme with pretty much all of my videos since I got this product. That's right, it's the Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette. I love this palette so much. I have used it so many times. I am wearing it today. I used some different colors today than that I've used before. I used Geodude, Carnelian, Jasper, which of course I've used a bit, and then I used Diamond, and then I used the Topaz glitters all over, and this is the look. Hooray. Like I've said, I've followed some of her tutorials with this palette. I've tried it on my own. Every single time that I've used it, I have not been disappointed. And I mean, palettes wise this year, I mean, I could go on and on and on. I could make a whole half-an-hour video about all the great palettes that I've gotten. This is the one. This is definitely, if I were to, the one that I'm always really drawn to is this one. And I have to tell myself, oh no, I should use this palette. No, I should use this one. So that just goes to show she's a winner. Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette. Her collab with Colourpop. Check out her channel. Check out Colourpop if you haven't checked out Colourpop. I really, really enjoyed it. This is the one. Oh, I love it. And I totally didn't match to this today. So yeah, so that's what we used for my eyeshadow today. Oh, I didn't think about where to put this. Okay, I'll put it there. Okay, next. I purchased the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer as my other concealer. I'm definitely a Tarte Shape Tape girl. I've absolutely loved that. That was the first concealer that I've literally ever tried in my entire life that actually battles my under eye, because I have very light skin. And I have a dark under eye, just naturally do, no matter how much, if I get a lot of sleep, don't get a lot of sleep, I always have an under eye. Tarte Shape Tape, first one that ever actually combated that successfully for me. This little beauty is only $8 from Ulta, as Shape Tape, as we know, is like $25. It's amazing. But sometimes I need just a regular basic concealer, not such a brightening concealer. So I'm in the shade 005 Light Natural. This was a recommendation from Tarte, and thank you, Tarte. This is a great, great one. I've gone through one, and then I bought two more. So this is number 2, and then my third one's in my travel makeup. So when I want to work or if I'm traveling around, I always have that one. It blends out really nice. I used it today on my chin and under my eyes, and it always looks super, super nice. So I definitely recommend that if you have not tried it. Ulta, $8. Give it a shot. So that was the Catrice. I'm looking at my little list here. Okay. Mascara. Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I got this in BoxyCharm. This is, and I used all of it. So it took me, about between 3 to 4 months. And then I bought this new one about a month and a half ago, and I use it almost every time I wear mascara. It's fantastic. It's how I got my lashes today. And if you can see my my lower lash line lashes look absolutely amazing. It doesn't clump up. It really extends the lash, which I definitely need. This is great. I know the Too Faced is kind of a problematic brand. I get it, but this is great. I know that the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is definitely a dupe for this. I think the next time that I run out, I'll go back to that, because I have used that before. But the thing is that I've used the Lash Paradise before I'd actually used this. I do think it's a dupe for this, but I'm sorry, this is better. This is better, but it's more expensive. It's a $25 mascara as opposed to an $8, $9 mascara at drugstore or Target, whatever. So maybe next time I'll get that instead of this, but I do really, really like this. It's great. Sorry. It's my favorite. Okay, next on the list, lip glosses. I'm really happy that glosses are back. I'm really happy that the liquid lipstick, mattifying liquid lipstick is kind of gone, and now we're going for really hydrating and juicy kind of lips. So my favorite lip gloss of the year are the Fenty lip glosses. I have the original, and then I have the fussy lip gloss. I wore the fussy today over my lipstick, and I'll talk about that in a second. These two are absolutely amazing. They smell like vanilla. Smell so good. I love putting them on my lips. They're glossy, not sticky, but they don't go away immediately. And they have enough pigment that it can go over your lipstick, but also kind of oomph up your lipstick or give you a little color if you don't have any color on your lips at the moment. I don't have very in my opinion, I don't have very colorful lips. Of course there's color to my lips, but I don't, just the natural color on my lips is kind of light, not a lot, nothing special. So if I can just pop on a gloss and makes it kind of oomph up a little bit, love that. So Fenty lip glosses, if you've never tried them, at least get the original one. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name, but get the original one. It's great. As you can see, I'm already down to here with it. And then the fussy, well, I haven't had this one as long, so that one's not as far down. But it's real good. It's real, real good. Check it out. Okay, and then next. Oh, and that's right. I was still doing lips. Now, this is from Miss Kylie Cosmetics. As I've talked about before, I originally tried the liquid lipsticks. I've tried her shadows. And then I moved into the glosses. I do like her glosses, and I do like that they are a colored gloss, so you don't necessarily have to put on lipstick. But I was thinking, of all of the lipsticks that I've had this year, that I bought this year, that I actually really, really reach for, and I think about wearing it, it's the Kris Jenner collab. Now, excuse the middle fingers, what wholesome packaging, but whatever, it's not my brand. This is the Give Me a Kiss lipstick. She did the collab with her mom, Kris Jenner. This is the shade. It's super pretty. It's literally the shade that I buy over and over and over again because it works for me. It's the Kylie lips. So it's got that nice vanilla scent. So I don't have battling scents with the Fenty. They're both vanilla. Vanilla's very popular. I love this lipstick. It lasts a long time. It goes on super smooth. And it's got a nice, it's kind of like that, more like a moon-shaped lip as opposed to a pointed lip, as if you know what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. And I like that, so it kind of helps kind of get that lip line that curves down. Gorgeous. Love, love, love. It was kind of an impulse buy on top of when I rebought glosses from Kylie. And I was like, well, I've heard her lipsticks are good. I'll just pick up one. And I liked that shade. And I was like, oh, it's a collab. Okay, sure, whatever. I hope it never goes away. Please. Okay, next we are going to, powder. So, I'm a big lover of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's amazing. Has been my favorite. The first time I ever tried a loose powder, I did the Derma Blend, white flash powder or whatever it's called. And that gave me super white casting under my eyes. My 30th birthday pictures, I'm I can't even enjoy them because I can literally see, it looks like there's a ghost under my eyes. Thanks. So anyway, the Laura Mercier has never steered me wrong, but that I did not buy in 2019. I had that for quite a while. In 2019, I received the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder in a BoxyCharm. This was definitely a win from a BoxyCharm since it is now in my favorites of the year. The feel of this powder on is so interesting because it does have a cooling effect and kind of feels wet, but it's not wet when it's going on your face. I don't know what's in here, but good job, chemists that came up with this. So you can see I've used it's kind of bunched up on here, but I have, if I even it out, I have used a bit of it. I've definitely been reaching for it more recently. Especially since my declutter, I kind of put it in more of a space that I can see it, and I've been using it a lot. And it really when I set my face, it feels kind of velvety, but smooth. It doesn't feel powdery, and I just really, really enjoy it. And have I? And I bought like Becca highlighters before. I wasn't always super impressed with them, so it's really the first like Becca product that I have that I really really enjoy. So I may repurchase it. I may repurchase it. But again, I still have my Laura Mercier powder, and I have quite a bit left in there too. So maybe once that's gone, then maybe I'll repurchase that and not have dueling powders going on at the same time. Because again, we need to use them and then get down. You know, don't just keep piling up more and more and more. Okay, next on my list, what I have. Oh, this has definitely been a game changer for me. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. That's a mouthful. It smells amazing. It smells like watermelon. It has such a smooth, fine mist, and it comes out so nice. Like you can do little spurts, or you can really like hold it for longer. I saw this in a Jeffree Star video that he was doing first impressions of. I got this because of that video, because it made his skin look amazing, and he's very fair like me and seems to not have super problematic skin like me. So I was like, well, you know, that seemed to, you know, give him a nice effect. Maybe it would for me. And I love this stuff. It started about here. I bought this in the summer, so I've used quite a bit of it. I do have other sprays, as I've said before. So I am trying to make sure I am using those. I'm not just using this, because this is, again, it's not an inexpensive spray. So I don't want to just be using that. I need to kind of cycle it through. But I always put it on after my primer, and I get a really nice glassy skin effect. And then I usually also use it to set my face, just like I did today. And it's great. It's super, super great. Love it. I don't use it to like wet a brush. I use my MAC Prep and Prime spray to do that. I use this more just for my face and just to feel good. And sometimes I'm like, I just want to spray watermelon spray on my face. It smells amazing. It feels so good. I love that stuff. I'm obsessed. Okay. Oh, another powder. Pressed powder. I've always used a pressed powder in some way, especially to try and help battle my under eyes. Now that the fact that I do have concealers that do tend to help cover my under eye, I'm not always like, I wasn't always relying on powder so much. But my problem always been with pressed powders is that they go on very powdery, but they don't actually help conceal my under eye. Again, the battle with my under eye. This is the first pressed powder that I've let it hit pan this much. Like, look at that. That's ridiculous. Like, I've hit pan on powders before, but I'm like, okay, now I'm done with this one. Let me try and find another one. Pretty sure this is this. Is this the second one of this I've gone through? Is it? No. I will buy it for the second time. This, I'm in love with this. It really helps cover, it really gives me a nice smooth finish for my face. I don't use this. I usually just normally set up my under eye, maybe like my chin and my nose when I'm done with my makeup before I do my setting spray or mist. But like I just take it, pop it in my purse, and like I redo my under eye, on my nose. Because eventually I'm going to get some breaking down underneath my eye. It's just going to happen, especially if like I'm out, like running around. Like I went to a concert last night and I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh God. And I pulled out my thing, touched up and went, oh, perfect. But it actually helped, as opposed to just adding powder under there that didn't really cover up anything again. It's got good coverage. That's what I'm trying to say. It's got coverage. I should probably tell you what it's called. This is from MAC. This is the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, and I'm the shade N3. That's me. So if you're very white like me, there you go. And MAC is really good about shade matching. So I do recommend this. I wish that I could find... if anybody knows a drugstore pressed powder that's really just as good as this, please, leave it down below, because I really, really enjoy this. And I really like the MAC products that I do use, but I mean, it's MAC price. And I'm like, I really I'd rather prefer to find a drugstore product that I'm not worried they're going to discontinue it at some point or change it up for some weird reason. Like, just let me know. This pressed powder. Is there one from the drugstore that you really, really like? Let me know. But I do love this stuff. So, I mean, even if you do tell me one, I may just buy this, like, as a backup, just in case if it doesn't work, because, that happens. Okay. Eyeliner. The Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. I got this in BoxyCharm. And then later, within the same year, I got another one in my FabFitFun box as an add-on. So it's just $10 extra in the add-on, as opposed to paying full price. So this is now my third one. This is the first time that I ever had to, or no. Yes, this is my second one. Sorry. So the box charm, and now this is the second one that I had. This is starting to get a little dried out. I can tell. Sorry for the brief interruption. This may now be considered part 2. I hope it's not. My phone had a notification come up because again, I do this on my phone. I was getting a phone call, so I think it may have paused. So this may be part 2, but I don't want to exit out of here to go look because definitely then I would have a part 2. So if this is part 2, welcome to part 2. I wish it would have been when I was done with the best and it would be, oh God, it's okay. One day I'll update my equipment, guys. One day, just not today. So anyway, this is starting to dry out. As I was saying, I'm talking about the Tarte Sex Kitten liner. This is my favorite eyeliner of the year. I really do enjoy this a lot. So this one, once this dries out, I will now have to actually buy it full price, which I'm not super looking forward to. I do have the Colourpop eyeliner, liquid liner that I did like, but I just kind of like this even more because again, I noticed when I took off the Colourpop one, it was a little more difficult to take off than this one. This one, I mean, it takes a second, but it's not I felt like it didn't have to work as hard to take it off. Like it stays on all night, like it doesn't budge, and then like it's really easy to take off. So I do enjoy that. So this is the win for me. And here's the wing. There's still a little wing on each side. This one I had to cut with the concealer a little bit because it kind of got smudgy. This one always looks better because I can really like do it. I always mess up the side. Anyway, last. Now, what is my favorite product? What do I love? A highlight, right? So I've had my Ride or Die, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills I'm Razy, that limited edition one. Oh my God, I love it so much. And I had a best of 2019 one all ready to go. And then I made a choice. And this is actually a highlight that I've used kind of secretly, like I've just been trying it on my own for the last couple of videos. I don't know if you've maybe noticed my highlight looked really good. Pretty much all of my last few videos, probably about like 3 or 4 ago, except the very last one, the Tarte collection one. I obviously used the highlighter that was in there. If you notice, my highlight is Real Poppin'. That's right. I bought the Jaclyn Hill, the Flash palette. Don't judge me. I don't like her, okay? I did record a video about all my first impressions when I first got it. The video was kind of rushed though. I was going out that night and I had things to do. And because I don't really like her as a person, and still to this day, like things that she does on Twitter and all that stuff, and she should have recalled. I have opinions. I have opinions about Jaclyn Hill and her launches and all that jazz. But I'm a sucker for a highlight, and all the reviews were amazing. And my highlighter palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero one that I've had for like almost 3 years, I actually pulled it out to use it a few weeks ago. So before, this was around the time the launch happened, I pulled it out to use it because I hadn't used it in a bit. And one of the other pans just broke on its own. That just goes to show it was old. It wasn't holding together anymore. So I threw it away. I didn't try and save it because I'd already tried to save the one. It got messed up. So I threw it away. That was very sad. So then I bought this. And I have to tell you, it's great. I mean, look at me. Glowing. I used the, what is one? I used Gleam, which is the top for you. This one. I used this one. I've used all 4. Definitely the Gleam and Iced. So the top 2 are definitely my favorite. I do like Mesmerized, more pinky one. I thought that one I might not like as much. I still really like that one. Sparks is probably my least favorite just because it's very, very icy and it's a little yellow. Not gold, it's a little yellow, but I just use that one really, really lightly when I want to use this one. So again, this is, which one is this? I don't remember. I'm a great YouTuber. Gleam. I have Gleam on my cheeks. I did buy the corresponding brush with this. I think this is the O2, J02. Yeah, J02. I remember. This is like that more like soft fanny brush. I did use it to apply it today. I either use that one or use my Anastasia brush because it's really fluffy. And I really like it. Sorry, guys. Like, if you really don't like her, I also don't. And like, I kind of feel like I should have just bought it through Morphe, because then, you know, most of the money would have gone to Morphe and then to her. But I mean, there's all that opinions, like it's actually Morphe that's it doesn't matter. I'm a sucker for a highlight. It looked amazing. Everyone seemed to really like it. There was no drama other than it was actually a good product. And I bought it. It came really quickly. I have no issues with the product. It looks really, really nice. Does this mean I'm ever going to buy from her again? I don't know. We'll see. I just love a highlight. So that disappoints you. I'm sorry. But I love it. It's my favorite highlight of the year. My favorite is still my Amrezy. That is my favorite. But this is, dang, this is real good. So those are the best. I don't have that much time left to get through the worst. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I switched up and now next to me I have the worst products of 2019. Okay, first, MAC, you know, it's always hit or miss. It was when I was on a foundation journey. I was trying to figure out my new foundation, because I knew that the Tarte Shape Tape one that I was working on was going to be expiring, getting down to the end of it soon. So I was trying to figure out what my next one was, and I tried the MAC Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15, and this is in the shade NW10. It's a great shade match for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I have very unproblematic skin. If anything, it's dry. It's dry, especially this time of year. It's wintertime. It's where I am. It's cold and dry. So it gave me this weird texture on my chin. I remember it was like right about here. It's not like it felt like a breakout, but it's really the only proper word that I can use to describe it. It felt like a breakout, but it's not like it was a blemish or pimple. It just felt like texture. It gave me a weird texture. Because I used it probably like 3 days in a row. I remember how last up going on the weekend. I was like, perfect, I can test this out. Great shade match, but gave me a weird texture. I still have it because I intend to try it because, again, it's MAC. And MAC's more expensive. But, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'd rather put on my, what is this? My Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer from Colourpop, or my Found Sealer from Tarte. Those are the ones I put on because I know that they don't give me a weird texture and are also a good color match for me. So, sorry, MAC. It's always hit or miss. This is a sad one. This is a palette that I have in my drawer that I intend to try and work with again. But it's the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes. I love this palette. It's so cute. It smells amazing. It's so me. It's so me. Look at it. And just when I tried to put it on, it did not perform well. It was not a good Friday night when I was like playing around with makeup. It was not a good time. So, because I was thinking, well, I picked my favorite palette of the year. What was my least favorite palette? It was this one. That was definitely my least favorite because I used it and it tried more than one, and like it wasn't great. But I still have it because, again, I spent a good amount of money on it. And I want to try and make it work. So, you are the worst, but I still love you. I'm sorry, I still love you. It's so cute. Be better. Okay. Moving on, because when you look up on Sephora, that's a little bit of money. Okay. MAC. Sorry, MAC. This is the MAC Mineralized Blush in Gentle. It's a very mauvey blush. One I didn't like about this is because I didn't realize it was magnetic. Like I don't like know every single MAC product. Like I don't go to MAC stores and just like hang out in there. So like, see, I'm already having a hard time opening this. It's because it's magnetized. So the first time I got it, I thought I got a defective one. I'm defective. See, I'm trying to pull it from the lip here. It's like, no, it's just the top part, dummy. So it's a very pretty blush. It's really mauvey and kind of like that baked thing, but it's a little too purpley for me. It's a little too cool tone. Like for cheeks, like I'm a cool tone girl, but when it comes to cheeks, I really want to like warm it up so I don't look so dead because pale. So this was in my, this is in my giveaway bag, and I'm going to put it back over here so I know it goes back in my giveaway bag. But if I was like thinking of all the worst stuff, I had to go back into my declutter bag because I haven't been able to give those to friends yet. So that's why they're still here. Don't worry. I'm not holding on to things. I promise. Okay. This. And also I'm pretty sure I ordered a different color blush, but then when this came, I was like, well, or maybe I picked the wrong color. So, not my favorite. So that's going to go back in the bye-bye bag. The bad bag. Okay. So loose highlighter. This is from Laura Lee's brand, Laura Lee Los Angeles. I discovered from buying these, this was from her holiday collection last year, but I bought it afterwards. I got it later on, so it does count for 2019. So, but this, what made me realize is that I don't like loose highlighters. I just don't. Like, I put it on, and like, it's like, I don't like that it's messy. And you kind of have to go, yeah. And then here, and then like, yeah, it's not, like, I can see it. It's not great. Also, the highlighter palette. The highlighter palette almost made it into this, but I know her highlighter palette that I bought, I know I haven't used it enough to really fairly say that it's not good, but I mean, it doesn't do this. So anyway, just my 2 cents. So that loose highlighter, gotta go. Definitely, this gave me a really, really bad makeup day. It's the Cover FX glitter drops. And I'm like, oh yeah, you can mix it in with your foundation. It's awful. Literally just like I painted glitter all over my face. Now, if I was going to concerts and stuff all the time, and like I wanted to cover my body in glitter, this is the one. But that's not gonna, I have another product I can use for that. I will touch on that after. But like, no, that's why it went in the bye-bye bag. That is a no-go. No, bad time for me. That was really bad. I did not like that. The Tarte Pro To Go palette. See, like, this is the thing about Tarte with me, is that sometimes Tarte is great. Like the video I just did, the gift glam collector's set thing that I just did. Those were really nice. I liked how my makeup looked. I got compliments. And it was really nice. But then I have the Tarte High Tides of Vibes and this stuff. And then it's like, But, I mean, it's just kind of boring for me. And I remember I tried it like once or twice, like as like my traveling, like if I wanted like eyeshadows, if I was, you know, for work or whatever. And I was like, I have other things that work better. And so that's why this was in the goodbye bag. It's going back in there. Okay. Cover FX. Hi. Sorry, Cover FX. It's not giving me the best impressions lately. This is the Perfector Face Palette. It's got a bunch of powders. See, look, I got a little stand thing. Look at me. It's okay, but it's nothing to like be that impressed about. And this wasn't from a BoxyCharm. Yeah, it just, I tried it. And again, I tried to use this as a travel set. And just when I put it on, like, it didn't make me go like, wow, I really like how my eyes look. Wow, that was really easy. And I love how my makeup looks. Like, it was boring. And we don't do boring. So that's going bye-bye. Do we remember when I talked about these in my declutter? These are the BoxyCharm brushes. And they're supposed to be mimicking that, those really expensive face brushes. Okay. Oh, where are they? I can't remember again. This is now the second time. Clearly, I need to do more research before I start these videos, but whatever. Those really expensive brushes that are like this, and they're just really, really packed together. And I tried to use it one time, and I was like, nope, I don't even want to try again. Bye-bye. Back in the bye-bye bag. Those are the worst brushes. Then I got a lot of priming stuff. This is the Touch and Soul No Pore Bloom primer. This is the Smooth and Pore Covering Primer. It's just really watery, and it really didn't seem like in any sort of way it was going to fill in my pores. I would rather use the Benefit Professional. Like, at least that I could see it kind of minimizing my pores. This just seemed like it's the right color for me, but it's liquidy, and I don't see how that's going to lock everything down. Was that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I feel like I'm 9? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's why. Because the last thing, literally the worst thing that I used the entire year, I got this in a BoxyCharm. The Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Look it up. It's expensive. Don't do it. Unless, like the Cover FX glitter drops, unless if you want to look like you've got glitter all over your face. Maybe not as intense as the glitter drops, but definitely somewhat the same level of intensity. like, that's not illuminating. Call it a glitter spray. Call it a glitter spray. A glitter setting spray. People would love that. Be like, yes, I can spray glitter all over myself and not have to like wipe it on and put it with a brush or a sponge. I'm sure there's some boys, girls would love that. Not me. Not when it's supposed to be. It's being marked as an illuminating setting spray. Like, I would need to hold it out like 5 feet away from me and lightly spray it to like maybe just get like a touch of that little, but it's little tiny micro glitters. That's what it is. It's not, oh God. They're not micro enough for me. Let's just say that. Not micro enough for me to make it look like I'm look dewy and glowy. No, it looks like I have glitter on my face. Glitter all over my face. I want my glitters on my eyes. And some here. That's it. Now, really quickly, the item that was very close to also being in my least favorite, but I don't want to say it yet because, again, I've only used it one time. And I was like, ugh! It's the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats highlighter. And Tati talked about this and how much she loved it and how much it gave her like kind of like a little like kiss. I used it. I went to a concert and I used it as my highlight, and I used it on it was in the summertime, and I used it on my collarbone and like to really like give me a nice glow and like sparkle. It was everywhere. It was all over my face. It was all over my chest. It was all over my hands. My poor boyfriend. It was on his hands. It was on his clothes because it just went everywhere. So the next time I use this, I'm planning on using it more as like an eyeshadow topper or like an inner corner shade, or like lightly putting it on, like just to kind of like accent a highlight as opposed to just being the highlight. Because for me, it's just too much glitter. Again, glitter, 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 glitter. I love glitter, just in appropriate places that I want them to be, not everywhere. Not accidental glitter everywhere. I don't like that. My opinion. So that about does it. Making sure I actually talked about everything. It was actually 10 things. So thank you for watching this video of my 10 best and 10 worst products of 2019. There will be more in 2020. I'm super happy with my makeup collection right now. I think this year, makeup-wise, things have gotten so much better, and my collection is freaking amazing right now that like I literally feel like I can do whatever I want and be successful at it. I'm not like worried that like I always have to use like a more expensive palette and then like I'm using up that product and like you know what I mean. So I'm very pleased, and I'm also pleased with this I'm also pleased with this video, and I hope you are too. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you can be notified anytime that I post. I try to post at least like once a week. I try my best. You know, life happens. You know, I got things going on, but you know, I'll try to be here for y'all too. So please check me out. I've got some cool ideas coming up. I'm planning on posting this either Monday or Tuesday of this week. So, you know, this will probably be the last video of the year. But then definitely within, you know, the next week, I'll have another video up for you guys. And I've got some cool stuff coming up that I'm really, really excited about. So I hope you all have a great day. And if I don't see you before, have a happy new year. And I'll see you next year in 2020. The roaring 20s. Dun, dun. Da, 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 da. You didn't need that. Sorry. Have a good one, guys. Bye.